Welcome back to the Blockchain Brew. Guys, today I'm going to be covering the undisputed, most insane conspiracy in the history of crypto, and you're not going to want to miss it. So stick around to the end of this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, sub to the channel to become part of the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. Let's dive in. Guys, we stumbled across something today on X that, if it's true, would be the most damning and incriminating thing that's ever happened in the history of Bitcoin. And it has to do with who Satoshi Nakamoto really is. So today, guys, we read this, and I want you to know on the front end that this is conspiracy. Just it's not proven, just like the thing about Trump and Bill Clinton is just a thing in an email, and there's no solid proof of this yet. But this is worth entertaining what would be the consequences if this did turn out to be true. So let's just entertain it together for a second. It says breaking leaked 2011 emails prove Jeffrey Epstein was secretly bankrolling Bitcoin core devs, and there's a 99% chance he was Satoshi Nakamoto. Buckle up, friends. I just got my hands on a 197-page PDF that was accidentally dropped on a defunct Little St. James server mirror. It's labeled Project Having, Eyes Only. The documents are Epstein's private correspondence with early Bitcoin developers from 2009 to 2014. Yes, that Epstein. First bombshell. In a March 2011 email to Gavin Andreessen, the guy Satoshi handed the keys to, Epstein wires $350,000 from a Virgin Islands shell company called Finite Chain LLC, with the memo line for continued work on the Genesis upgrade. Stay anonymous. Signed, S. Gavin replies, appreciate the support, S. Will make sure the white paper's mathematical elegance remains untouched. 3. Another email, May 2010. Epstein to Hal Finney, the first person to ever receive Bitcoin from Satoshi. Hal, your cancer treatment in California is fully covered. Keep running the node. The revolution needs you alive. Your benefactor, J.E., aka the one who mined Block 1. Hal's reply, thank you, Mr. Nakamoto. Number 4, there's an encrypted PGP key in the leak that matches the one Satoshi used in 2010 forum posts. When decrypted with the passphrase 1961, don't ask how they got it. It signs a message, I am Jeffrey Epstein. I am Satoshi Nakamoto. The blockchain will outlive all of us. Signed, J.E., Palm Beach, 2010. 5. Why would Epstein create Bitcoin? The docs lay it out clearly. Untraceable money for outside of the reach governments and their Jewish banking cartels. Direct quote from a 2008 memo titled Digital Gold versus Rothschild. Perfect for moving money to private islands without IRS questions. A mathematical cage for the elite to escape fiat collapse. 6. Bonus insanity. The original 2008 white paper draft titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the post-2008 world, has Epstein's handwritten notes in the margins. Change cypherpunks to something less obvious. Make sure no one can prove I wrote this, LOL. There's even a photo from 2010, Epstein on his jet with Nick Szabo, yes, you heard that right, Hal Finney, and a young Vitalik pre-Ethereum. They're all wearing Don't Trust, Verify shirts. Vitalik is 16 in the pic. Caption on the back, the halving party, 100,000 Bitcoin mined. 8, the smoking gun. Epstein's will the real one, not the fake that suffocated, that not the fake that surfaced, contains a dead man's switch clause. If I die in custody, release wallet.dat containing 1 million pre-mined Bitcoin, the real Satoshi coins. Private key split between Maxwell and Dershowitz. 9. Sources totally real. Trust me, bro. Epstein emails unredacted.pdf. Hosted on Epstein Bitcoin torrent.ru. Interview with the former Little St. James IT guy, Deep Node 69, on the What Bitcoin Did podcast, episode 666, dropped yesterday. Chain analysis by Truth Labs showing 50 early miner addresses, all routed donations to Wexner, Branson, and the Clinton Foundation. 10. So yeah, the guy who died in 2019 actually just moved to a villa in Haifa, living off staking rewards from the 1.1 million Bitcoin he mined in 2009. Changed my mind. P.S. If this thread gets 50 likes, actually, I'm not going to read. I'm not going to read this guy's plug. But there you go, guys. The craziest conspiracy in the history of crypto, that Satoshi Nakamoto was actually Jeffrey Epstein, who is also supposedly still alive. Now, guys, there's just a few things about this. Like, number one, I find it don't you find it suspicious that they're saying that Vitalik Buterin was seen with these cypherpunks, these OG Bitcoiners, wearing a shirt that said "Trust, don't verify"? Like, wouldn't Vitalik have been a little younger than 16 at that point? So I don't know if that lines up really, because he create Ethereum when he was like 17. So I don't know. Gotta fact check me on that, but and then here's another thing that I find odd about this is poking holes. We all know it's like crazy and outlandish, but we're living in a day and age where you know something could be crazy and outlandish and happen to be true. But just poking holes in this, like, the docs lay it out clearly. Untraceable money for outside the reach of governments and their Jewish banking cartels. Well, it Bitcoin is not untraceable, right? Like, it's not untraceable at all. It's a distributed, open sourced public ledger. Um, Hence the need for privacy coins. Hence the advent of mixers and, Bitcoin is not exactly untraceable at all. So, I have a hard time believing that these guys necessarily wrote that. Again, just trying to poke holes here. So, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Satoshi Nakamoto actually Jeffrey Epstein? Catch you next time. Cheers.